Hey, welcome back here. Detroit Bob here. We're going to take you back down to New Orleans and we're going to check out the record stores. We're going to look for some live jazz. We're going to hear some great music. And of course, we're going to have some awesome food. So stick with us. It's going to be an awesome episode. Check it out. All right, here we are in New Orleans, the Big Easy. Home of jazz, blues, rock and roll, Creole, Zydeco. So we'll be hitting these streets looking for some record shops. And let's see what kind of gems we can come up with. It's Detroit Bob. Here we are in the heart of it all. Good old New Orleans. Get down here to Bourbon Street. They're already getting ready to party tonight. So we're going to get out tomorrow and dig into some of these record stores. And we're going to get out tonight and dig into some of this music. Alright, go to New Orleans, you gotta go to this place. This traditional. It's gonna be on every TripAdvisor, but they definitely keep the spirit going of good old New Orleans jazz.
This is a really cool balcony. Don't forget to take pictures of your place.
Here we are walking up to Royal Street.
To make it easier, let the children laugh. Remind us how we used to be.
Gotta love old bookstores. I could spend hours in here or days in here. And when you have to go upstairs to the third floor to look for records, that's actually a very good sign. All right, we're looking for No Pulp Records, and we have to go through 2 floors of a bookstore to over to this back corner to get up to the 3rd floor. So I'm loving this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Looks like vinyl heaven to me. All right. This is what I love to see. Everything is nicely categorized alphabetically and by artist. We got different genre section. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for right there. A detailed, organized section for 45s. Let's dig in and see what we can find. Sleeved. We got some French imports there. All right, here's where I get lost in my thoughts and channel my inner 12-year-old vinyl record seeking music fan.
And when I'm in these stores, I literally start getting lost in time. So I could be doing this for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, just looking for that perfect gem. And it reminds me of going back into Tom's Market while my mom was doing the laundry, and she could be busy for an hour. Here I am. How long? I have no idea. I'm 3/4 of the way through and hunched over records like I was back in the day. But I'm liking the vibe here. New Orleans, local music, a well-categorized section of all 45s. This is exactly what I look for. And I think I'm getting close because I'm loving the fact that they have a reggae section. But I think I'm getting close because of some of the older label stuff that I'm running across. And I'm just getting the vibe that I'm getting closer. And sure enough, what's this? What is it? Hang on. There's the Vee-Jay oval. There's the white letters. There's the label. It's deep, it's dark. I think I might be onto something right here. I'm pulling it out. Let's see what it is. It's definitely Vee-Jay, old school, 1963. 481. I'm looking for 498 Beatles. But you know what? This is the closest I've ever gotten to it. I'm getting really, really close. I'm 17 away. So I gotta keep going. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. I'm buying it. It goes in the stack, and I'm gonna keep looking. So that's that. And I'm still happy. I'm still looking. I'll find it eventually.
Big wheels keep on churning. I think that's the Howie Long Bridge. That's the Howie Long Bridge right there. Got the mighty Mississippi. Walk into a place like this and just chill, get hit in the head by a trombone because you're that close.
Last night I tried to tease her and I gave my baby a pinch. Would you believe that woman slapped me, said come out your big 10-inch?
The thing about New Orleans, it's gritty. You gotta get up early, you gotta trip over some cracks on the sidewalk. But you know you're gonna get some good culture, some good music, and some good food. And just like the bars, you can have blues, jazz, Creole, Zydeco right next to each other, just like in the record bins. So you get an eclectic mix of jazz, soul, blues, everything under the sun. So heading to another record shop this morning. Hopefully we'll get some gold. So there you go. Jazz, swing, rock and roll, Louis Prima, all happening right here. And then you get into Toussaint, Domino, Little Richard, Ray Charles. New Orleans is the ultimate melting pot for the sounds that made up American music. You can get a good vibe from a record store just by looking in the window. If you see too many corporate posters, see folk art like this, it's a place you're gonna want to go in.
I definitely like the way this place looks. It looks authentic. These aren't reproductions. These are legit photos, pictures, pop-ups. We got Dr. John.
Look at this place. I think I'm in vinyl heaven. Let us know if we can help. All right, the first thing I always ask when I go to a record store is, do you have 45s and where are they? So the guy tells me about the higher price rack over here. We're gonna dig into this stuff. I love the fact that it's saying $1, and I'll let you know what we find.
All right, this is definitely a bigger, more organized record store. A lot of this stuff is priced, and it's not cheap. So it's very well curated, and I'm looking for local New Orleans vibes here. I don't want to come home with a bunch of modern 80s. Ooh.
You may not know who Keely Smith is, but you probably know her husband, Louis Prima. So right now, I'm excited because that was going to the 78. Look at that. Stan Getz with Johnny Smith. I'm buying that just for the album cover. 45. That's an EP. Notice it's got 4 songs on it. That's a good.
You might remember Stan Getz from Girl from Ipanema and that sort of bossa nova jazz from South America.
Yeah, something like that looks very interesting. It's hard to tell if it's an original. It's got a lot of wear on it. That might make the cut. Little deep dive jazz stuff there.
Yeah, that's the stuff, the vinyl archaeology stuff that I'm looking to collect. I don't want to come home with a bunch of punk or psychedelia from New Orleans. Part of this is a souvenir of my trip, and I want to learn because I'm going to go through each of these individually, enter them.
Right,
oh, here's the stack.
20 minutes. You pick the bottom box that no one has gone through. So that's what we did. And I think we got some gems.
All right, Detroit Bob back at you. We got some great records down in New Orleans. Vee-Jay 481, Gabby Abbey by Tony Douglas. This is so close to Beatles Vee-Jay 498. Boy, did that give me a thrill. We got some great Wall of Voodoo with a picture sleeve. Remember this from the 80s. We got some Jimi Hendrix. We got some Rolling Stones. All right, look at that. The artwork on that one is great. French release. Picked up some Kinks. And remember, Shake Your Tail Feather, Baby. The Stone covers that one. And it got the original on that. That was a good one. Look at these jazz covers. I love that. And look at this one here. So all in all, I paid a decent price for these records. I paid $109 for the whole lot of them. I didn't go through all of them with you. And they're worth median value about $172. And on a high value, on the best day, $348. But you know the value came from was that bargain bin. So I really got to thank both record stores. We got Louisiana Music Factory. They were great. And No Pulp, they were great. They're hard to find, but they were really good once you got up to that 3rd floor. So next up, Gem of the Week. Which one did I find for Gem of the Week? Stay tuned. We'll go to it right after this. The moment we've all been waiting for, Gem of the Week on Mercury Records. Baby, Did You Hear? Backed with Just One More Chance by Dinah Washington. What a great record on Mercury Records, a 1951 release. Remember, these 45s only came out in 1950, late 1949. So this is a very early record, about 75 years old. The condition is very good. It was in the company sleeve, which makes it even more valuable. Very plain sort of paper bag wrapper sleeve, indicative of the time and the era. The value on this record is $21.50, and that was one of the ones out of the bargain bin. So I'm loving that. I got it for $1. On a high value, it's $35. And if you remember that last little scene with a stack of records off to the side, that was in that stack. So I checked the bottom rack, I pulled it, and I ran into a bunch of Dinah Washington, and that was the most expensive right there. So what a great record. We'll see you next week. We're going to Chicago. You're going to want to stay tuned for that. We're going to meet Solomon. We're going to go to some really, really good record stores in the Windy City. So stay tuned. We'll see you next Friday at lunch.